Alright, so welcome to part 2 of my tutorial series. This time I'm going to be covering fights, like actual fights, not just this is how you attack someone, like in the last video. So we're going to go over fights and how damages are scored and calculated and such. So I started writing up a sample thread that we're going to take a look at. You might notice this site looks a little bit different than you might be used to. That's because I'm decided that I'm just going to do this on my testing forum that I use for making new skins and such. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Still has the same combat system and whatnot, so it shouldn't confuse you at all. So yeah, so here's what you might expect from the start of a fight thread. There's a post, there's an attack, yeah, I don't really have anything to add to that, except we can go ahead and log 4 damage for the Black Knight that Sir Robin has done. I'm gonna go ahead and do that in a minute. If you're not aware, well, every character has a total of 40 damage, and normally for most video games or whatever, we think in terms of total damage and then subtract, but I hate subtraction, so for the combat system, we think of it more as like damage tolerance, and we add. So you start out at 0, and once you hit 40, you're toast. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the spreadsheet now. Take a look at that here. Both Sir Robin and the Black Knight have 0 damage initially, but Sir Robin just did 4 damage to the Black Knight. So I'm going to go ahead and add 4 on the Black Knight's side, so the Black Knight you can see down here is now up to 4 damage, whereas Robin is at 0. Anyhow, Robin attacked us, and I'm going to type up a reply real quick, and we'll go from there. So we're gonna say, now that we have something that resembles a post written, the Black Knight's going to attack Sir Robin, who's our opponent, if you didn't notice by the big green Sir Robin sign on that post. And we're gonna say that the Black Knight has a sword because he's a knight and those usually carry swords. Now, if you don't know how to actually attack someone, you're going to want to go ahead and back and look at the previous video. But we're going to put dice equals 200, which is combat system, plus sword, which is 1000. And then I'm just going to leave 2 blank brackets right here that I'm going to fill in once we see what damage we do to him. So, okay. paste that right there. Submit. And we got 1040, so we're going to scroll down, look up, 1040, and it's a miss. Crap. So I'll copy that and put it back in here. Add a little flavor to the end there. And now that we have the attack, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the spreadsheet. So Sir Robin's still doing pretty well here. We're at 0 to 4. And obviously fights can take a long time, so I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah, I've got another window with Chrome open so I can post with Sir Robin and the Black Knight both. 11:19. Block. What is this? 60-second finale? Funny joke, I'm so funny. Okay, so put that in there. And basically that's how a fight works. It's obviously pretty straightforward. Person posts, you reply, person posts, you reply, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh that. And there's Sir Robin's reply. I'm not going to take this fight all the way to 40. I'm not going to write more posts because, as you may know, 2.5 posts is more than I generally do in a couple months sometimes. So I'm just going to filler a few more attacks. So that I can get maybe a good attack and demonstrate some turn delay, or yeah, basically just turn delay. That's what people have trouble with. 11:24. Ooh, there we go. Severed right leg at hip. That's a fun one. So we, as always, put the damage back in there. Don't be a dick. Let people know what your attack was. I'm gonna add those last 2 attacks to the spreadsheet. 10. And since severed leg is important, this is going to get marked not that color. Sort of reddish, pinkish, salmonish. I'm really bad at colors. Just so that we can see that Sir Robin can't run away now as much as he would like to, since he's the Chicken Knight and he's getting his ass kicked. Okay, so Sir Robin's gonna post again. Yeah, this is sort of half off screen for you. Sorry about that. I've got another tiny window of Chrome open so that I can do both things at once. So Robin got an 1180, which is deep gash on right thigh. Nice. So I'm gonna put that in there. and it's gonna take a while for very much to happen. So I guess I'll continue this with illustrating TD and such in the next video. I didn't realize this has already been 10.5 minutes of nothing, so yeah, next video. Cool.